Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so today I'm going to be putting up this Bugani Boost Max up against the Dbsoars F29 Max. Now the F29 Max is one of my favorite cheap speakers. It is basically the exact same as the Dbsoars Blast, but I haven't had any issues with it, with certain like frequencies and other things that some people have had, but it sounds dang near identical. If I ever get a Tribit again, I will put them up against each other so you can see, but the Dbsoars Max is awesome. It's always around $140. It usually has a little bit price off, so definitely one of the best bangs for your buck that you're gonna get. And I just wanted to test these up against each other so you could kind of see where they're at and how good is the Bugani comparatively, all of those kinds of things. As I've said in my other videos, I do love the Bugani. The highs, the mids, and the clarity is amazing on the Bugani. I'm just missing a little bit of that low end, especially at the lower volumes. Whereas the Dbsoars does have a bass boost button, which it's in bass boost, and it does give you that more thumpy bass at lower volumes, although it's not insanely deep bass, but it does get fairly low. I would say very close to like the Dbsoars Blast, everything like that. But let's go ahead and start these guys off at 50%. Do a little battle. Starting with the Dbsoars.
I'm trying to touch the States this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though.
I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it was the beamer, now I want the dance.
Bugani.
Like here I go again. Outside says chirp, not a camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you can get here any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my friendly way out. With some 20s, 50s, 100s, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I've been winning on the
F29 Max.
I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo. I style me. I roll G's and
Bump them up a little.
Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change.
70%.
Money in my rain when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry.
Bugani.
Money in the carry on them boy planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if you won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips, I tell my Tigo babe. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just got some ones, only wearing ones.
DB.
Money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
Alright, let's do some top speed. Still Dbsoars, let's take them up to about 80%.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy, go faster.
Bugani.
Go faster, ayy, go faster, ayy. Don't wake up, go down. I'm pretty God like a nun. I'm put that on my son. On go like 3 to 1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my
DB.
I'ma do this as fun, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up.
Bugani.
Speed it up, go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. You do you, I do me. I'ma take this overseas. I'ma do this for my seeds. Wave your hair and spin bling. You heard top speed, that's me. You heard that it up, that's me.
DB.
Way up, that's me. I'm a soundtrack AD, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Get magic, ayy. We're faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
Bugani.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
Alright, one last song, 100%. Starting with Bugani.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener.
DB.
A good listener. You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover.
Bugani.
I believe I was a lucky one, but I was just fooling myself. Fooling myself. You think you can talk sense to me, like we are gonna be okay. We're not okay. So if it's gonna take all night, don't wanna.
DB.
Yeah, you're damn right. Already gave you my love once, but now I'm fed up. Gonna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so move along, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around. Yeah, we're a no-go.
Bugani.
I know that I do better solo, so live alone, forgotten shadow. Better get it right this time around.
Alright guys, so I'm going to stop it there. That gives us a good little idea of how these two speakers sound like. So I do want to say, first and foremost, at the lower volumes, 40 to maybe 70%, the Dbsoars definitely sounds better in the bass. It's got that bass boost on. It does the bass at the lower volumes, which is great. The Bugani really needs a bass boost option so that you can still get the bass at lower volumes. And honestly, both of these sound pretty good, pretty clear. The Dbsoars is not bad at all, though it does sound like it maybe struggles just slightly at the higher volumes. The Bugani is definitely super clear, has really nice highs, good mids, and it's the low end isn't bad, but you have to crank it clear up to get the low end. Kind of like with the UE Hyperboom, where the bass isn't all at the lower volumes. It's actually like linear to how you put the volume up and everything like that. So yes, the Bugani does have good bass, and once you get it to that 100% mark, I think it's matching the Dbsoars and stuff pretty much as far as the bass and everything goes. But that's where this takes a little turn. So at the highest volumes, the Dbsoar does seem to get a little bit... It sounds good, but it has a harder time separating the instruments and everything else like that. The Bugani all the way to 100% sounds really good. It's not struggling. It doesn't sound like it's overworking the woofers. The highs and everything maintain a very nice clarity, good sparkle. So as far as like a full volume test, the Bugani really takes the cake on this one. As it does with some of the other speakers, it separates the instruments and voices and everything, the melodies really, really well. And I mean, it's definitely got those highs and mids on lock. The problem is with the Bugani in the lower volume levels, it doesn't have the same amount of richness and bass that these other speakers that have a bass boost option do. But so that's the only thing I would say that I'm not 100% thrilled with the Bugani, but they do a volume step just like the UE Hyperboom, where you get more bass and more treble with every single step instead of just giving you all the bass up into 60% and then cutting it when you get to those higher percentages. So it is a very different volume scaling with them. So you do need to keep that in mind. I think the Bugani is going to excel at outdoor tests 100%. No questions asked with that. I mean, the amount of highs, mids, clarity, and everything that it does have, and the loudness, I think that's absolutely going to make a big difference outdoors. Whereas some of these other speakers, the Dbsoars, and some of these other speakers where you get more bass first off, isn't going to make as much of a difference outdoors because the bass is dramatically reduced outdoors. It doesn't have all the walls to bounce off, doesn't have all of that kind of stuff going on. So both of these speakers are absolutely worth the money that they are put at. I think as far as bass, the Dbsoars takes it, especially at those lower volumes. But once you get it to max, they're pretty similar as far as that goes. But clarity and instrument separation and highs and mids absolutely goes to the Bugani. There's no question asked about that. At least on those higher volumes, I think up to 60%, they're pretty even, but the Dbsoars maybe actually has a little bit better. But once you get past 60%, the Bugani really takes it as far as those things are concerned. Bass-wise, though, you don't get all of the crazy bass with the Bugani until you hit like 80, 90, and 100%. And then it's matching pretty dang similar with some of these other speakers. Still not quite as low and impactful as I would like out of it. But I am a bass head, truly, so I do take that more into consideration than not. But yeah, both of these for the price are stellar speakers. The Dbsoars up to 60% easily takes it with that lower bass and more bass output. But then the Bugani, I do think once you hit that 80, 90, 100% takes it, you're getting the bass, but you're also getting that clarity. It doesn't feel like the speakers are overexerting themselves. It's just super clear, and they did right with that. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.